Good morning everyone. So I am here with your next video, that is chapter number 10, Kathmandu, from your Beehive book. So before we read this chapter, let's see what are the points. Do you like traveling? Everybody likes traveling. I too like traveling. The writer Vikram Seth enjoys it very much in this book. Heaven Lake, he describes a long journey from China to India via Tibet and Nepal. Have you heard of places like Ajmer Sharif, Madurai, Sanchi, Varanasi, Sarnath or Halibid? Okay, if you are if you enjoy traveling, then if you might have come across these places, you might have traveled these places. If not, please do travel. Okay, can you name some other places like these? Okay, we shall discuss these points in the next doubt clearing class. So what do the surroundings of a holy place in your city look like? How does it look? When you visit a holy place, how does it look like? It is very serene, it is very calm, peaceful. Understood? And we, develop a feeling of spirituality in us. Think about it as you read Vikram Seth's description of Kathmandu. Okay, so we'll discuss in the doubt clearing class, children, that how do you feel when you visit a holy place? जब आप कोई pilgrimage क्या होता है? तीर्थ स्थान. Okay, तो जब आप by chance if you might have got that opportunity, golden opportunity to visit a pilgrimage, so how do you feel or how you might have felt? Okay, if you get a chance, what are the feelings? So we'll share these things, okay, in the next doubt clearing class. Now in this chapter, the present chapter is an extract from Vikram Seth's Heaven Lake. Okay, Vikram Seth, as you know, is a famous modern Indian writer who has written many novels, essays and travelogues. Now, what is a travelogue? आप कहीं जाते हो घूमने तो you write about that place. You describe that place in a notebook of yours. So that piece of writing, किसी भी जगह के बारे में describe करना, लिखना उसके बारे में, that is travelogue. Understood? Travelogue. Okay. So in this also he has given a vivid description of the temples, markets and people of Kathmandu in this chapter. Okay, he describes when you'll come across, when you'll read this chapter, children, then you'll come to know that how he has described in detail the atmosphere. Atmosphere in and around the Pashupatinath temple and the Bodh stupa. He has drawn powerful images and pictures of sights and sounds of these of Kathmandu, you can say, or the places, both the temples. Okay, as how has it described? Okay, what are the descriptions like? The Kathmandu bazaar is full of activities. Okay, there you'll find fruit sellers as well as flute sellers and hawkers of postcards. Then the bazaar is full of noise and chaos all around. Okay, in the bazaar there are many shops selling Western cosmetics, film rolls and chocolates. Then there are some shops which sell copper utensils and Nepalese antiques. Antiques means unique pieces. Okay, and how is the atmosphere? The atmosphere is full of music. Okay, there is sound of film songs coming out from the radio. Then the flute sellers. The narrator also come across a flute seller, बांसुरी बेचने वाला. Okay, he has various you can say types of flutes which have unique appeal. Okay, it just resembles like porcupine body. Okay, so this is how the narrator has just discussed in this chapter. Okay, and the market also, children, the markets are very helpful to the locals. Okay, how is it helpful to the locals? They get employment and an opportunity to display their talent and values inherent in their culture. Okay, so this is how he has discussed, this is how Vikram Seth has discussed the atmosphere of Kathmandu in this chapter. The atmosphere now, if we now he comes across the two important monuments or the temples. Okay, that is the atmosphere in and around the Pashupatinath temple. As you can see, the Pashupatinath temple in the picture and the Bodhnath Stupa in Kathmandu. Okay, so there is a sharp contrast between the two. At Pashupatinath temple, there is an atmosphere of excitement, noise, confusion, chaos. Okay, and this people, there is the author found a lot of confusion outside the temple in Kathmandu. There, as you know that temple में priest होते हैं, अंदर होते हैं कुछ priest बाहर होते हैं. तो similarly in Kathmandu, in the Pashupatinath temple, there were priests, hawkers, devotees, tourists mingled with the birds and animals. आपने देखा है ना, मंदिर के बाहर भी फूल बेचने वाले होते हैं, प्रसाद देने वाले होते हैं, बेचने वाले होते हैं. Okay, so that we can just buy the sweets and the prasad, and we can go and we can just go in the temple and we can offer prasad to the god and the goddess. Okay, so similarly there also there were priests, hawkers, devotees. Okay, tourists at the same time. And जैसे कि आप सब जानते हो कि लंबी लाइन लगी होती है. इन दैट ऑल्सो द टेम्पल, बेसिकली जो टेम्पल एरिया होता है, दैट क्राउडेड ऑल्सो एट द सेम टाइम. सो हियर ऑल्सो द वर्शिपर्स पुश्ड वन अनदर टू बी इन फ्रंट लाइन. ओके, देन पुलिस भीड़ क्राउड होती है तो ऑब्वियस बात है पुलिस, there is an arrangement of cop also. So policemen were busy in dealing with the foreigners whom they suspected to be non-Hindus. Okay, so this was the you can say the description of Pashupatinath temple. Okay, the atmosphere around the two holy places is in contrast to each other. As Pashupati, I had already discussed about Pashupatinath temple. Now let me say what is about Bodh Stupa. How the poet, how the narrator has discussed about Bodh Stupa at Bodhnath Stupa. At Bodhnath Stupa, there is a sense of stillness. Okay, there is a heaven of quietness in the busy streets around. Okay, there is you can say that there is a contrast. The two holy places, that is the Pashupatinath temple and Bodh Stupa, are in contrast to each other. Okay, as we have already told you that at Pashupatinath temple there are priests, hawkers, devotees, tourists, birds and animals. Okay, roaming freely throughout the grounds. Then there is a large gathering of worshippers. Okay, jostling with one another to get the attention of the priest. Okay, that to get their chance. Okay, sorry. Then some tourists also tried to get entry. Then there is a fight between two monkeys. The atmosphere is extremely noisy all to all. Okay, whereas in Bodhnath shrine there is a sense of stillness. Then beggars and the self-proclaimed messengers of God irritated the narrator the most. Okay, In the name of God they bother not only the locals but the foreigners too. Okay, जो beggars होते हैं. Then extortion of money in the name of donation is another thing that disturbs the tourist at such places. Okay, so this is how the two places are different from each other. Okay, now the narrator, that is the author, that is who is the author, children? Vikram Seth is the author. He tells us about a flute seller who is selling flutes by playing meditatively on one of them. हमारी स्ट्रीट में भी कभी कभी बांसुरी बजाने वाला आता है तो एक उनकी अपनी धुन होती है, अंडरस्टूड, सेम ट्यून होती है जो कि दे कीप ऑन प्लेइंग देयर फ्लूट एंड देन द फ्लूट सेलर सेलेक्ट्स अ फ्लूट फ्रॉम हिज कलेक्शन. ओके, he plays for a few minutes from time to time and then he does not shout to sell the flute. आपने देखा है कभी बलून वाले को या फ्लूट वाले को चिल्ला चिल्ला कर बेचते? नो, they play their flute in order to attract the buyers, understood? So for the seller, playing the flute is more important than selling them. Why? Because these local artists don't get a platform to show their talent. They are often ignored, their talent dies in silence. Okay, so there should be some activities in these fairs or markets where the talent of such artists is highlighted, so that everybody can get a chance to show their talent on a platform. Okay, so the media should give them an opportunity to show their talent. Now the author Vikram Seth, he says that every culture has its own kind of flute, creating a common bond between various culture. Okay, the writer admits that he has an immense love for the music of flutes. So this was it. When we go to a particular place, we do not only visit that particular place, but we are very much fascinated by the entire surrounding, the entire atmosphere of that particular place. Okay, and then we start enjoying the entire atmosphere, the hustle and the bustle of that particular surrounding, particular place. So Vikram Seth also did the same thing, understood? He has beautifully described he has portrayed a very beautiful picture of Kathmandu, and I hope you people have understood. Read the chapter again and try to answer the questions. Clear? So that's all for today. Thank you, children.